Just the two of us. All right, baby cakes, you going down the ladder on the back side of the house. But before you get down and come back around here, I just wanted to sneak a little surprise in here for you and say I love you. And you did a good job on your roof. I'm proud of you. All right, don't fall off the ladder.
That wide open Arkansas sky.
Let's make sure we don't have any like real damage from the wind. All of this looks really good. All of this looks really good. So we look good here, yeah?
Yeah. Wow. They said it couldn't be done. Just a dream in the woods, two hearts on the run. But we're out here, raising steel and hope. With every rising sun, we're learning as we go. One panel at a time with a whole lot of heart. What we're building here's a living work of art. Blessings roll in like thunder in June. From the few show up when the world leaves the room. Yeah, you learn real fast who's loyal and true. You can't count them all, but you sure know who. There's a name we don't say, but her kindness runs deep. Like the roots in this land, it's a promise we keep. Right when we needed it, the answer came through. Some folks give more than they ever have to. We ain't got a crew, just a purpose and grit. Building something bigger, yeah, this is it. We bend, we don't break, we fall and we rise. In sawdust and sweat where the real truth lies. One panel at a time with a whole lot of heart. What we're building here's a living work of art. We don't need fancy, we don't need fame, just hands in the dirt and pride.
What? That's our first panel, guys. It is laying, well, it's at least laying in place. Watch that washer.
Just hands in the dirt and pride in our name. Yeah, we're writing our story nail by nail. For the ones who believe when the rest hope we'd fail. Yeah. Well, we ain't got a crew, just a purpose and grit. Building something bigger, yeah, this is it. We don't need fancy, we don't need fame. Just hands in the dirt and pride in our name. Yeah, we're writing our story nail by nail. For the ones who believed when the rest hoped we'd fail.
All right, guys, so we got our first panel set. The next one will tell us how square we got, because we'll clamp it and we'll pull measurements off of the string line to make sure we're 1/4 of an inch on both sides of the panel. And if we did it right, it's gonna look good. Okay, baby cakes, what we'll do is we'll let the panel come down to me. Okay, let's get it up on that. Let's get this side flipped up some. Don't set it down though just yet, but coming down to me without letting it get set up to, you're letting it stick. Up, up, up. Okay, hold that for a second. Okay, baby cake, set it down. Lap it correctly. Okay, you hold that just for a second for me before you can go ahead and clamp it. Looks really good right now, so yeah, just hold that for a second. Drop the first screw.
We laid dreams on dirt with nothing but time. Turned scars into blueprints and sweat into rhyme. Hammered a rafter and prayer to the sky. No roadmap, no safety net, just reasons to try. Blessings roll in like thunder in June. From the few who show up when the world leaves the room. Yeah, you learn real fast who's loyal and true. You can't count them all, but you sure know who. There's a name we don't say, but her kindness runs deep. Like the roots in this land, it's a promise we keep. Right when we needed it, if the answer came through. Some folks give more than they ever have to. We ain't got a crew, just a purpose and grit. Building something bigger, yeah, this is it. We bend, we don't break. We fall and we rise in sawdust and sweat, where the real truth lies. Blessings roll in like thunder in June. From the few who show up when the world leaves the room. Yeah, you learn real fast who's loyal and true. You can't count them all, but you sure know who. So here's to the ones who never let go. The quiet hands that help you grow. Not for glory, not for show, but just 'cause they care and they want you to know.
Pull it up. Go that way with it. There you go. You're just trying to uncorrugate it for me. Where are you going? Yeah, wait for me. Okay, we're going to slide this down and then we'll peel this pookie paper, yeah? Okay. Just throw it behind you. Come down to the middle more. That's pretty good right there, babe cakes. Now you're just going to pick it up. Pick the lap up. Whoop, whoop. Lay the lap down and go clamp your end. Try to lay it where it goes now. You shouldn't have to pull it very far. Make sure they're lapped perfect. That's right, man. They going on 100% too. We're screwing them down all the way so we don't have to fall back. You dig?
All right, so we're taking a really quick break. We're about halfway through. I have a hen in here who is broody, so I just want to check on her. Last night after mowing the yard, we stayed up late and moved all the chickens out of these 2 coops and got them over there in a hoop coop. So we're just gonna make our rounds, check on everyone. You doing all right, girl? You doing good? All right. I leave you be. All right, she's got food and water still. She's sitting still, so that means she's hatching out eggs. Yesterday morning, and I think it was last night too, she got up off the nest. She's been doing that twice a day since she went broody. So she'll get up, eat, dust bathe, drink some water, and then go back in 2 times a day. And I did hear a chicken there yesterday. I don't know what happened to it while we were busy, but it went missing. So I was really sad about that. I felt like if I would have got these birds moved the day before, we wouldn't have had that problem. I'm not sure if the chickens did something to it, but we got these guys over here. So everybody is settling in the hoop coop. They seem a little restless. They're used to being out and free ranging, so they're probably not too happy with us. I'm just gonna let these other chickens out. It'll probably make them really upset because they're cooped up. All right, I'm gonna go cool off for a minute. The pollen in the air is very high today. I'm super itchy. You right. Good call on the gear, babe.
A little windy too, so.
Little bit. I'm feeling pretty confident though.
Yeah, the confidence is fine. It's just the winds, so.
Yeah, we got
You
it.
can have like unwarranted confidence all you want, but the wind is the champion. I had a stack of panels that we weighted down with I-beams and stuff.
Oh
And
yeah.
the wind was so bad that it didn't pick the panels up with the I-beams, they just bent every single panel. Tell me when you're over.
Okay.
Tell me when you're comfortable.
Good.
We may have to drop this one down a little bit. About like a 16th to get back on my line. Possibly. Oh. Gonna want to fix that, so go ahead and go down to that spot so you can. Okay, that's pretty good. Pick it up. Gotta go up some. Okay, we're gonna come down right to about. I'll just go to there for now. since we got over half of the roof, you're going to want to get somewhat where you need to be for corrugation. You're holding me out is the problem, so.
How's that feel?
You got to go to the middle and look, baby. I don't know. You're getting better on my string line. Pretty good on my string line. I'm going to do a little bit right here.
Look at yourself, that way you can.
What? Come on, guys. We are halfway. Just Baby Cakes and I doing this. It's a little windy out here, but not too bad. It's only going to be terrible if it's too bad. And it's not too bad. We killing it. Or whatever. We rocking this baby. Rock the Casbah. All right, let's get back after it before the storm hits. Bama-lama, baby. Bam, bam, bam-a-lama.
Footprints stagger on that red clay ground. Sun ain't even up, but the roosters sound. Sweat on my brow, dreams in my chest. Hands rough with labor, but this life's the best. Hard work singing through the bluebird skies. Calloused hands lifting love where it lies. Dust on my boots, but my heart's brand new. Every day a canvas painted bold and true. Cornbread mornings, the coffee ain't sweet. Grinding through the day like a worn out beat. Barbed wire fences, the wind carries hums of stories about the planted seeds where growth comes. Faith in the dirt never fails to plow. Ain't no giving up, just keep pushing somehow. Moon sneaking in as the barn door creaks. Tonight's for the stars and the peace it seeks. Hard work singing through the bluebird skies. Calloused hands lifting love where it lies. Dust on my boots, but my heart's brand new. Every day a canvas painted bold and true. Trail mix of chords, guitars old but bold. Echoes through woods, memories retold. Stacking the hours, stacking the hay. Building a life God graced every day. Hard work singing through the bluebird skies. Calloused hands lifting love where it lies. Dust on my boots, but my heart's brand new. Every day a canvas painted bold.
All right, guys, we made it far enough for me to reposition the camera. Where you at, Baby Cakes? Give us a wave. Can I see you? I don't know. Hold on here. I want to see you more than me. Know what I mean? Wave again, baby. Oh, yeah, there you are. Looking good. All right, look at that, man. We're doing it, baby. This is how we do it. Coming down. Coming down. Coming down. Right there, hold that.
Bama-lama.
Trail mix of chords, guitars old but bold. Echoes through woods, memories retold. Stacking the hours, stacking the hay. Building a life God graced every day.
right, guys, I think that's probably a decent shot right there, man. We are 2 panels from the end. I have to get up there and help screw off right now, but I dropped my clamp to my ladder, so I got to go down and get my clamp and come up the other way, and it's just going to be a pain in the butt. But I'm going to see you guys in a second. Pretty cakes, you always be careful when you start there. You should always be starting at the lap.
Over here?
Yeah, you should always be starting at the lap.
Never thought we'd come this far, hand in hand under the stars. Gravel roads to boulevards, life out here, it leaves its scars. Barefoot dreams, muddy streams, chase the path of what life means. Every mile, each twist unseen, built a throne from sticks and beams. Building dreams, just you and me, roots so strong as an old oak tree. Family ties like thread you see, weave a quilt to legacy. From these hills the echoes sing, our voices in the wind they cling. Together y'all, through everything, the choir of hope forever rings. Barnside talks with grandpa's draw, wisdom echoes in the hall. Shattered boots, they took the fall, but still we rise, we heard the call.
I guess if you can hold it like that.
Yeah, we'll push it. Oh, that's
Fiddle hums a well-known tune, painted skies, the southern boom. Life's a dance, don't end too soon. Tonight feels heavy, old pine creeks,
Throw your tank.
whispers truth only love can speak. Weathered hands, they sew and tweak, life stitched close in the fabric's peak. On my porch I hear the tales, from county fairs to outlaw trails. Glory bound and freedom sails, through weary winds and seeking grails. Building dreams, just you and me, roots so strong as an old oak tree. Family ties like threads you see, weave a quilt to legacy. From these hills the echoes sing, our voices in the wind they cling. Together y'all, through everything, the choir of hope forever rings. Blue grass whispers underfoot, sparks of fire, blood and sweat.
All right, baby cakes, you going down the ladder on the back side of the house. But before you get down and come back around here, I just wanted to sneak a little surprise in here for you and say I love you, and you did a good job on your roof. I'm proud of you. All right, don't fall off the ladder.
So, what do you guys think? Doesn't it look amazing? We slammed that out in one day.
Just the 2 of us.
All right, you guys, it is the next day, and here we are up here checking out the roof. We're standing on the scaffolding. And I gotta say, I feel good about it. I'm a little bit beat up about it, but I am so happy that we were able to do one whole half in one day.
Come on, guys. It's just the 2 of us. And we smashed half of our house. We knocked this roof out like professionals that don't have a lot of experience. You know what I mean? But the most important thing is not only did we get the roof on here, but we also 100% screwed it down. Everything is ready. I mean, I can't put ridge cap on. I can't put gable trim on. None of that stuff till a little bit later. And I got some plans anyways, the things that we needed to do before we get after all of that stuff. But for now, would you take a look at it? And you did that, babe cakes.
Yeah. So that very first panel was very, had me on edge because It looked like Marcel was about to step off the edge when he's walking backwards, but he had plenty of room. I didn't realize it. After that, everything went pretty smooth. I stayed toward the top of the roof until I got a little bit more room to work around, and then I started feeling a little bit more confident.
Yeah, once you got some roof behind you, it's not so bad. And once you get your roof legs, you know what I mean?
It was just a slow and go for me. I was pretty steady with the pace. I did end up catching the rope under my foot at one point. And
that's called stepping on the rope.
Okay, so I stepped on the rope and it made me fall. Yeah. But I did have the harness on then.
Mm-hmm. But you wouldn't have stepped on the rope and fell had
I not been wearing the harness.
Well, the harness has a place. There really is a place. But I am just not convinced that... I'm convinced that most of the falls that happen with this stuff is because of this stuff. But that's my personal opinion. I've done a lot of roofs in my day, and I personally have, knock on wood, never fell. Yeah. But my brothers fell. So we're not trying to minimize things, but it's not like I spoke it into existence. I've seen this happen, and it's happened to me. And that's why I said the most dangerous thing you can do now is step on your rope. And if you step on rope, you rocking and rolling, baby.
Yeah, it's pretty frightening when that happens.
That's the worst.
I can definitely see the use for the safety gear, but I can also see how it gets in the way. Yeah. Every time I went to move a panel, I got hung up on something, and it became a trip hazard for me. I can only move one tiny step at a time, and if Marcel would have had to pull, I might not have had any reaction, like space for reaction on that. So it was a little concerning at times when I kept getting hung up with the safety gear.
Yeah, well, when you're working the edge of the roof, you should wear safety gear if you're uncomfortable. But you also learned another lesson, that when you fall on a roof, it does not mean you slide off into the abyss of scariness. Right? You fell and you stopped, which is what happens because our roof is nearly flat. It's only a 4 and 12 pitch. So I was happy that you got your roof and legs. We knocked this out in one day. We didn't even work the entire day, but we worked hard the entire time we worked, and we got it on. Now it comes at a price because we're not young. You know what I mean?
We're definitely feeling it today.
I'm out of shape like a Mo Chucka. I really, 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 really do want to be... I want to hold myself accountable on that, because I am so tired of feeling like I can't do the other half because I'm carrying around twins. You know what I mean? What's going on? If I go any further, guys, I'm going to need a sports bra.
Well, you guys, we've been talking about making some health changes for a while. And
we have a little bit of guidance and help from somebody that cares a lot about us.
Yeah, and we've been making changes here and there, but some of those habits are kind of hard to break. So those are the ones that we're going to start working on. Yeah. But for now, you guys, this is a done one. We're going to wrap it up and get off this scaffolding, get some dinner going for the night. So if you guys are enjoying our content, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up.
Bam! We got to get ready for tomorrow too. We got big plans to hang out with some rock stars tomorrow, guys, and we're going to share that with you because they love you too.
Yeah.
And you will love them. Mm-hmm. If you love us, of course.
And they're special to us.
They are very special to us. I give them a rating. You know what I mean? These people are up there in like, man, they are up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah. Hey, did you notice the song, guys? There's a song in here, in this video. And we didn't speak a name, but that name is also awesome to us. And you know who you are. Mm-hmm. We're going to speak that name soon.
Yeah.
All right, then.
All right, you guys. I don't know where I was at with it. So if you haven't liked, subscribed, shared our videos, be sure to do all of that stuff.
We did good.
All right, you guys. We love and appreciate you.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you on the next one.
And we knocked it out of the park, baby. Just the two of us.